the Brown Boys, the Brown Boys, the Brown Boys, we the Brown Boys, the Brown Boys, we the Brown Boys. We here to talk about Charleston White and SayCheesetv. Charleston White, what a dummy. What a small little one-eyed tadpole. See, I told you, dummy. I told you. They gonna push you out in front to get behind you, boy. Didn't I tell you that, Charlie boy? What is a man to gain the world and lose his soul, Charlie dummy? And I think this is a play with SayCheesetv, but just in case it's not, let me go ahead and get on both sides of it. I'll be like, yeah, see, I said it was a play if they turn out to say it's a play. And I'm going to give commentary on this side of it, just in case it's not a goddamn play. All right? That's how we don't do that. This little one-eyed tadpole, this motherfucking turtle without the shell. And shout out to OC, though. I think he been watching my podcast. And he saw the same thing I saw. This dude is a weenie dog. You hid behind your wife. You did all that hollering and yelling, got everybody believing you some dang activist, and then they turn out you a character, and then we can't hold the character of the grown dummy accountable for nothing that he's saying, when all we know is that men stand on what they say, but you somehow, little jellyfish, little itchworm, got somehow you wiggle your way out of everything you say. I'm playing a character online. But then you'll turn around and say, I'm ready to kill and die about what I say online. So it's like, hold on, brother. I can hear the double-mindedness in you. You got dire consequences about what you say online, but you playing a character online. So I'm confused. See, it just happened to, they regentrified my neighborhood. They sent me to some white schools. So when I hear somebody say two damn things that cancel out each other, it don't make sense to me. So which one is it? Are you ready to die by what you say online, or are you just playing a character? Because we could tell you wasn't ready to die by what you said online, because you went from a way extreme of willing to go out of here to you wasn't willing to take a goddamn punch. Surely you ready to get knocked out if you was willing to die. I mean, one would think. Shit. Or was you just blowfishing like I knew you was? Yelling and shouting and spitting online. Who the hell ready to die? If you ready to go, jump. But why you still putting clothes on your back, flossing your teeth, doing everything to stay alive, still feeding yourself, still drinking water, but you online talking about you ready to go. Stop drinking water. Shit. Prove it. Yeah, I'm an asshole. I'll prove it. You ain't ready. You lying. Yeah, I was that kid. I didn't antagonize your ass. Nuh-uh. We were supposed to see you get laid out on that floor based on what you were saying. Dude bigger than you, we get it. You could pop your eye out, we get it. We ain't expecting you to whoop no dude that size, but we damn sure ain't expecting you to hide behind your wife. And then your weapon of choice was dumb. You picked a broom up in a place where they got razors. See, I expect, like maybe I'm prejudiced or something, but I know one guy, if you punch one of them Spanish guys in the face while he sleep, he gonna probably jump up and grab a razor. See, you a little mama's boy. You jumped up and grabbed a guy. Talk about you as a gangster. A real gangster would have jumped up and grabbed the end of them clippers and swung them clippers at him, because them clippers gonna hit anything. That's like a lock and a sock. You went to jail before, didn't you? He ain't gonna be able to block that clipper, because he gonna put his arm up and that goddamn cord, it'll wrap around his arm and bust him upside his shit. But I don't know how you end up grabbing a broom. Like, that's gonna be like the minimal damage. He gonna eat that little hit, grab that thing and knock your little one-eyed ass out. So yeah, just looking at your whole setup, I was like, ugh. And then the way you were trembling in Atlanta, when I did that interview with you, you was up there trembling. All that talking you were doing on stage, but you were waiting on the host to send you security guards. I said, oh man, that's good. This dude here dumb. This dude crazy. Maybe he's suicidal. I think before every interview, this nigga listened to Sean Kingston. Saying all this dumb stuff he say for a check because he don't know how to make no money. Little weenie dog. Your mama, your daddy, your kid. That's all this nigga do. We understand, boy. You got locked up before you able to finish middle school and stuff like that. We get it. You didn't go to high school with the rest of the kids. We get it. So you still dated. You out of date, boy. This ain't goddamn. The nigga got locked up in what 90 something. He's still back in there. He's still back in '90s when your mama jokes was proper. He ain't get to say all those jokes when he was on the playground with the other kids. This dummy was in the cell getting fed antidepressant medicine. Allegedly, I think I snapped. You know, if I was that young with one eye, locked up, skinny, small, like a little worm, I'd be in there telling them, give me Tylenol, give me NyQuil, let me sleep this shit off. Give me something. Yeah, don't even open my cell. Yeah. Give me some NyQuil. Shit. How long I got? Yeah, keep the pill cart coming around. Come on. Yeah, you had every right to be a junkie. That's what I think happened to you. Your ass done got hit with too much Thorazine. You ain't nothing but a little small junkie. You been a junkie for a long time. You know, dealing with not having an eye. I mean, I'm not picking on that. That is unfortunate. But you don't get to grow up into a grown ass loser. You don't. You don't. You don't get to grow up to a grown loser where you talking about people cheering, you talking about everything and everybody else under the sun, and then you got the nerve to disrespect Say Cheese TV platform like that. The only reason why people really know you like that is because of Say Cheese. Then you go to the black man, tell him to his face. This why I kind of thought it was a play, because he'll get real egregious to make it sound like they really beefing, just so to come back or make more money. But what he said was kind of wild if that hold true. He basically trying to say Sean Cotton is destroying his image, and you black platforms make me look a certain way. Damn the fact that he talking about everybody deceased child, that he talk about black women, that he say he don't even like black women. But when they hold him to task for it, I'm playing a character. Say F all HBCUs. He said F the Jews. Like it's so many things this boy done saying that can mess up his reputation. I don't know how a thumbnail, that's the least of your word. A thumbnail is the least of your words. Nigga, you traveling around with a lot lizard every city you go to. And then I can tell you the press, you need to get back on that medicine if you was ever on it. If you were ever on it, you need to get back on it because you said something that was almost sad, boy. I told you, boy. That fall coming for you. You a dummy. You said, man, I lost my debit card and I couldn't even think of one person to call. Yeah. I spilled drink on my phone because you're probably drunk and stupid like you seem to always be, like a little drunk uncle. But you said you dropped juice on your phone or something, some liquid on your phone. And your debit card, you lost your debit card. So you can tell you ain't moving like no boss because what kind of nigga still use a debit card? Nigga, that don't get you no points. That don't get you nothing back. So he's using his debit card. And because he lost one card, he didn't have any more money. And so he couldn't think of one person to call. Not one person in his mind he can think to call because he help everybody. This nigga want a sympathy story. Why you ain't call your wife, dummy? Why didn't you call your wife? You a whole grown with a wife up here trying to gain sympathy, talking about you can't think of one person to call. Maybe if you wasn't walking around here with a lot lizard on your arm everywhere you go, you could have called your wife and say, hey, baby, you know, remember how she used to make $20,000 a month and give you money? Yeah, maybe if you wasn't holding hands with a lot lizard everywhere you go, maybe you could have called your wife, dummy. But yeah, you couldn't even call your wife. Oh, you want everybody to believe you big pimping and your wife okay with that. Well, if your wife was okay with that, the first person I'm calling is my wife. Yeah, baby, my debit card. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm right over here. Yeah, send that. Yeah, run that. All right, thank you, baby. I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you next week. I'm with my lot lizard right now. See, I listen to understand that old line image. That shit ain't holding up. Shit ain't adding up, boy.